Welcome back to my channel. If you enjoyed this video, I kindly ask you to show your support by liking, subscribing, sharing, and leaving a comment. Today, we would like to explore on a controversial topic. It is salt. In the modern era, humanity finds itself caught in the swift currents of misinformation and misguided health trends. The salt crisis has swept across nations, convincing people that salt is the enemy, and its consumption should be drastically reduced. But as a smart person who cares about his or her own health, it is crucial to challenge this prevalent narrative and shed light on the detrimental consequences of inadequate salt intake. Over the past decade, we have witnessed a rise in public awareness about health and wellness. While this is undoubtedly a positive development, it also comes with its fair share of misconceptions. One such misconception is the demonization of salt. Scientific studies have been cherry-picked, leaving the public with an incomplete, sometimes distorted, understanding of this essential mineral. In this video, we will paint a vivid picture of how our world has become deprived of salt. We will delve into the social and scientific factors that have contributed to this crisis, exploring some background and the evolution of dietary guidelines. We will understand how salt came to be labeled as a health hazard, rather than a vital component of a balanced diet. We will explore some notions that propagated the idea that a low-salt diet is synonymous with good health. It is essential to understand the multifaceted nature of this crisis, highlighting the impact of cultural shifts, health trends, and commercial interests that have led us astray. Moreover, we will bring up some studies and research that have shaped our perspective of salt. By analyzing the scientific landscape and examining the limitations of the studies, we can truly grasp the complexity of the salt debate. Through careful analysis and critical thinking, we will challenge the prevailing belief that salt is the antagonist in our health narrative. It is time to question the mainstream portrayal of salt as a villain and dig deeper into its intrinsic role in our bodily functions. The truth lies not in complete elimination or excessive consumption, but in striking a delicate balance. Okay, now, we dive deep into the intricate workings of our marvelous human bodies and unravel the indispensable role that salt plays in maintaining our health and well-being. Salt, chemically known as sodium chloride NaCl or sodium chloride, is often portrayed as a silent enemy, but it is time to get acquainted with its significance on a cellular level. Each cell in our body relies on a delicate balance of electrolytes, including sodium and chloride, for proper functioning. These electrolytes regulate fluid balance, nerve impulses, muscle contractions, and the pH levels within our body. Without sufficient salt intake, this delicate balance is disrupted, causing a cascade of adverse effects. One of the critical functions of salt is maintaining proper hydration. When we consume salt, it stimulates our thirst mechanism, encouraging us to drink fluids and maintain an adequate water balance. Water alone is not sufficient to hydrate our bodies. It is the combination of water and electrolytes, including salt, that ensures effective hydration and optimal bodily functions. Salt also plays a pivotal role in nerve conduction and muscle contraction. Sodium ions contribute to the generation and propagation of nerve impulses, allowing communication between different parts of our body. Moreover, they aid in the contraction and relaxation of muscles, including the heart. A deficiency in salt can lead to muscle cramps, weakness, and even cardiac abnormalities. Additionally, salt is involved in the proper digestion and absorption of nutrients. It helps activate enzymes that break down food, ensuring optimal nutrient absorption in the gastrointestinal tract. The absence of sufficient salt can hinder these processes, leading to nutrient deficiencies and digestive issues. Contrary to popular belief, adequate salt intake plays a vital role in maintaining healthy blood pressure. The relationship between salt and hypertension is complex, often oversimplified. While excessive salt consumption may contribute to high blood pressure in certain individuals, a too strict reduction in salt intake can have the opposite effect. Lowering salt levels excessively can cause the body to activate compensatory mechanisms, leading to increased blood pressure and fluid retention. Moreover, salt deficiency has been linked to various health issues, highlighting its importance for our overall well-being. Studies have shown correlations between salt restriction and an increased risk of insulin resistance, metabolic syndrome, and even decreased cognitive function. By grasping the true significance of salt in our bodies, we can start to challenge the prevailing notions that condemn salt as wholly detrimental. It is vital to understand that moderation and balance are the keys to harnessing the benefits of salt without compromising our health. We invite you to question the sensationalized narratives and delve into the intricate interplay between salt and our body's intricate systems. In this session, we embark on a journey to unravel the intricate relationship between salt and hypertension, separating the myths from the scientific evidence. Hypertension, commonly known as high blood pressure, has been closely associated with excessive sodium intake. However, as a smart person who concerns his or her health, we need to get more clarity to this complex topic. First and foremost, it is essential to understand that not everyone responds to salt intake in the same way. Different individuals have varying genetic predispositions and sensitivities to sodium. While some may experience an increase in blood pressure with high salt consumption, others may not be affected to the same degree. Dr. Antonio, a doctor of pharmacy and a cardiovascular research scientist, wrote a book, The Salt Fix: Why the Experts Got It All Wrong and How Eating More Might Save Your Life. He suggested that the people with genetic health issue or having low potassium diet, they should not take too much salt. But for other healthy people, inadequate intake of salt would lead to some serious health issues. The prevalent belief that reducing salt intake universally decreases blood pressure requires critical examination. In fact, the relationship between salt and blood pressure is influenced by multiple factors such as age, genetics, underlying health conditions, and overall diet. By considering these variables, we can truly understand the impact of salt on individual blood pressure levels. Moreover, it is crucial to acknowledge the role of potassium in regulating blood pressure. Potassium works synergistically with sodium, helping to counteract its potentially adverse effects. A diet rich in potassium, obtained from sources such as fruits, vegetables, and legumes, can significantly offset the impact of sodium on blood pressure. Therefore, the focus should not solely be on reducing salt, but on promoting a balanced intake of both sodium and potassium. Diving deeper into the scientific studies on salt and hypertension, we discover a myriad of perspectives and conflicting results. Meta-analyses and systematic reviews have found that modest reductions in salt intake may lead to a slight decrease in blood pressure in hypertensive individuals. However, the impact on overall cardiovascular health and mortality rates remains inconclusive. Dr. Antonio and Candy Berry were discussing in an interview that for a normal person, the reduction in salt intake would decrease the blood pressure by 1% but increase the heart rate by 5 to 10%. This resulted in stress in the heart and arteries, which means a higher risk for heart disease. If you are still watching this, give yourself a like. In this session, we embark on an exploration of the intricate relationship between salt, electrolytes, and hydration. As we delve into the science behind these vital components, we begin to uncover the key to maintaining a well-balanced and hydrated body. Salt, or sodium chloride, serves as a critical electrolyte in our bodies. Electrolytes are minerals that carry an electric charge and play a crucial role in various bodily functions. Sodium, in particular, is responsible for regulating fluid balance, nerve function, and muscle contraction. Therefore, understanding the intricate dance between salt, electrolytes, and hydration is essential for optimal health. Hydration is the cornerstone of maintaining a well-functioning body. It is the process of replenishing water levels in our cells, tissues, and organs. Without adequate hydration, our bodies cannot function optimally, leading to fatigue, impaired cognition, and even more serious health consequences. When it comes to hydration, the balance of electrolytes, particularly sodium, is crucial. Sodium helps the body retain water and prevents excessive fluid loss through urine or sweat. However, consuming too much or too little salt can disrupt this delicate equilibrium, leading to dehydration or overhydration. In the context of maintaining hydration, both excessive salt intake and insufficient salt intake can pose challenges. Consuming too much salt can lead to increased thirst, causing us to drink more water, which in turn leads to greater fluid retention. However, Excessive sodium intake can also contribute to high blood pressure, fluid imbalances, and strain on the kidneys. On the other hand, inadequate salt consumption can cause a decrease in blood volume and lead to dehydration. To strike the right balance, it is vital to be mindful of our daily salt intake and adjust accordingly based on our individual needs and circumstances. For individuals engaging in intense physical activity or living in hot, humid climates, they may require more salt to compensate for the greater fluid loss through sweat. Conversely, those with high blood pressure or certain medical conditions may need to restrict their salt intake. Dr. DiNicolantonio suggested that most individuals could aim for a daily salt intake of around 810 grams, roughly around 1.5 teaspoons. This falls within the range of what is considered a moderate salt intake level. However, he also mentioned that this intake level was not for people who have low potassium diet or some genetic health issue. It is worth noting that while water is the primary source of hydration, it is not the sole contributor. Consuming electrolyte-rich beverages or foods such as coconut water or fruits and vegetables can provide additional hydration and replenish essential minerals. In a sessional conclusion, maintaining a well-hydrated body is intricately linked to balancing salt intake, electrolytes, and fluid levels. In the last session, we delve into the art of striking a balance when it comes to salt consumption. While salt is an essential component in our diets, understanding the importance of moderation and making mindful choices can greatly impact our overall health and well-being. One way to begin this journey is to develop an awareness of the hidden sources of salt in our diets. Contrary to popular belief, the majority of dietary salt does not come from the salt shaker on our dining tables. Rather, it is lurking in processed foods, packaged snacks, canned soups, condiments, and even seemingly innocent items like bread and breakfast cereals. Reading food labels and choosing low-sodium or salt-free alternatives can help us reduce our overall salt intake. Another mindful practice is to prioritize the consumption of whole, unprocessed foods. By choosing fresh fruits and vegetables, lean proteins, whole grains, and legumes, we can nourish our bodies while naturally keeping our sodium levels in check. These nutrient-dense foods not only provide essential vitamins and minerals but also contribute to overall well-being. Additionally, experimenting with different herbs, spices, and flavorings can add depth and taste to our dishes without the need for excessive salt. From aromatic garlic and onions to vibrant herbs like basil, rosemary, and thyme, the world of seasonings offers a plethora of options to tantalize our taste buds without compromising our health. Cultivating a new relationship with the sensation of taste is another key element in striking a balance with salt consumption. Our taste buds have the remarkable ability to adapt and adjust to different flavors over time. By gradually reducing our reliance on salt, we open a door to fully appreciate the natural flavors of foods. This can lead to greater enjoyment and a more profound connection with the nourishing qualities of what we consume. It is important to note that not all salts are created equal. While sodium is a necessary mineral for our bodies, refined table salt can be heavily processed and stripped of its natural trace minerals. Exploring good alternatives such as sea salt or Himalayan pink salt, Redmond salt, and Celtic salt, which retain a broader spectrum of minerals, can be a more beneficial choice. Lastly, we are not giving any medical advice here. You need to seek guidance from healthcare professionals, nutritionists, or dietitians, who can provide invaluable support in navigating the complexities of salt consumption. They can offer personalized recommendations based on individual needs, health conditions, and goals, ensuring that we make informed decisions that align with our well-being. By embracing mindfulness, educating ourselves, and making conscious choices, we can strike a fine balance in our salt consumption. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please like, subscribe, share, and comment. Your support means a lot to me. See you in the next video.